Welcome back, everybody, to the 2020 Little General Shootout. Chris Kidd here with you with Butch Mounts, our engineer, as we are just underway with the Lincoln County girls and the Gilmer County girls, as rebound taken away by Lincoln County, and a foul right away on the outlet pass will go against Trinity Bancroft, as first two of the game scored by Vedden a moment ago for the Panthers, as they lead it 2-0. They'll inbound it into the back court, taken by Lucas as she'll cross midcourt. Working her way in against Ferguson. Now gets it over left side. Tough drive by McComas, and we get a whistle and a charge called on McComas. McComas, the team captain for the Lincoln County Panthers. Got a lot of range, can put in a lot of points in a hurry, but right there picks up her first foul. Now across midcourt come the Titans. Again, both these teams with good marks on the year. Gilmer County 15-4, Lincoln County 13-6. As jumper off the mark, no good by Moore. Rebound knocked loose, taken inside, floater up. Off the mark, no good for Bancroft, and rebound taken away by the Panthers. So Lincoln County leading it 2-0. They cross the timeline. Lucas gets it over right side for Fout. She'll put up a tough jumper, but that one deflected away, but still found by Lincoln County. We get a tie-up, and the possession error will go over to the Titans. So Titans with the ball, trailing 2-0 here in the first minute 45 of our second game of 9 today here from the Little General Shootout. Top of the key, Taylor gets it over left side for Ferguson. Kara Ferguson, top of the key, long three on the way, and count it for Trinity Bancroft as she gives Gilmer County their first lead of the game at 3-2. Now the Panthers bring it across the timeline. Underneath, they kick it for Kvetten. She'll get it back up top. McComas' pass almost taken away, but now top of the key. Foul. Thought about pulling the trigger, gives it back to McComas. She barrels in right side. Nice dish off underneath, shot up, no good. Rebound taken away by Grace Wellings. So a chance here for Gilmer County to build on the lead they just took a moment ago, and same result for Bancroft as she hits a three this time from the left wing. 6-2 now. Titans pass almost stolen by Bancroft. Bring it across as Fout. They get it into the left corner. Kvetten drives baseline. Kicks it out to McComas. Now they swing it over. 6-2 lead for Gilmer County. As McComas dribbles into the paint, dishes it off underneath on the left side. Nice finish by Lucas. As McComas able to get penetration that time and get the layup to fall. So 6-4 in favor of the Titans as Bancroft has hit back-to-back threes for Gilmer County, and now she'll go down low and finish at the rim as she has got all 8 of Gilmer County's points as they take a 7-4 lead. Actually, they say she had a foot on the line on one of the threes a moment ago. As nice drive, counted, and the foul on the baseline by Albright. As she was able to get penetration on the low block and able to finish at the rim for her first bucket and a chance to tie this game up. As Albright's free throw falls off the wayside, no good, but rebound out of bounds and last touched by Gilmer County. So they'll inbound underneath their own basket. Kvetten back to McComas in the right corner. 4:29 to go in the first quarter. 7-6 lead for the Titans as Panthers looking to retake the lead. As we said, there's a large Lincoln County contingent that's here today getting ready for the girls' game, and then later on the boys' game coming up after this, as there's a rejection underneath, but it'll stay with the Panthers. So they'll inbound it. McComas gets free from the right corner, and she's able to bury her first jumper of the game, and that'll give Lincoln County the lead back at 9-7. As we said, she gets going. She can put up points in a hurry. Now Bancroft, who has all the points for Gilmer County in this game thus far, gets it over left side. As Taylor gets it up top for Wellings. Wellings trapped, gets it over right side. Bancroft now being guarded by McComas. She goes down low. Turnaround not there. Double team. Now they get it back out to the free throw line for Ferguson. In the left corner for Taylor. She'll go down low. Now back out to Bancroft. Goes for three. No good. Rebound tipped around. Knocked loose. Kvetten fighting for it on the floor. And we're going to get a tie-up now with 3:24 to go in the first quarter. And it's going to be over to Lincoln County, as they hold a 9-7 lead here in the early going. Now Lucas will bring it across midcourt for Lincoln County. Dangerous pass, knocked away and out of bounds, as good anticipation that time by Emma Taylor. But Lincoln County will keep possession as we get a whistle and late substitution coming in here for the Panthers. That'll be Henderson checking in, Albright to check out. So now McComas will trigger it in. She lobs it in. Nice cut to the basket and a good finish by Lucas. Again, great vision there by McComas. Saw Lucas coming across the lane and able to hit her on the move to the basket for her first bucket of the game. 11-7 now, a steal taken away by Lucas. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, and Lucas going to be called for a carry as the ball got up above her and she brought it over top of her head, and now a full timeout taken by Gilmer County. We'll step aside as well with 2:58 left in the first. You're watching the Little General Shootout with us right here live on Video Productions.
Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
Yes, a word exists for confidently navigating the day-to-day, and it's Westfield. It means you come first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, always. It means protection turned on full blast, and so much care and courtesy, it's contagious. Westfield is a word that's also a company, one made out of people and promises kept. It's a word that still feels like insurance, but more like home, mixed with vacation, with some sunshine on top.
Gilmer County with the ball out of the timeout. Chris Kidd with you. Alongside me, Butch Mounts, our engineer, as we are here for Game 2 of the Little General Shootout here on Day 2 of the Little General Shootout from West Virginia State University. As Hurricane winning game number 1 this morning against Philip Barber, 75-65. We are now into game number 2, as we're going to get an eyeful of Lincoln County and Gilmer County this morning, as we get the girls' game first, and coming up next will be the boys' game. As they get a foul on the near side. And looks like they got it against McComas. That'll be her first. As they inbound it, top of the key. 2:36 to go in the first quarter. 11-7 Lincoln County. Bancroft with the ball. She's had all 7 of Gilmer County's points thus far. Now they look for a screen up top, able to get it. As Gibson swings it over left corner now. Driving in is Taylor, or Ferguson rather. She's cut off. Jumper from the top of the key, no good. Rebounded by Henderson. So they'll bring it up the middle of the court now. Over right side, Kvetten drives in hard and rejected. Taken though by Henderson on the left side. They'll bring it back up top. Pass tipped and stolen away. Now a run out here for Gilmer County. Ball knocked loose from Taylor. She gets it back, still looking for help. And now it looks like we're going to get a loose ball foul here on Lucas, as she reached in and maybe got a push at the same time. And that will be the first on her. That'll be team foul number 3 against Lincoln County, as the inbound pass got away but corralled by Ferguson. Her jumper no good, put back no good on the near side by Gibson, and rebound taken away by Lincoln County as across midcourt comes foul. She drives into the left corner and cut off. Now brings it back up top. As a reset with Lucas with 1:35 left in the first. Over to McComas. McComas on the right wing looking for help. Now gets it over to Kvetten. Now back out to McComas. She'll swing it near side for foul. Kicks it out as Bancroft, and now we get a whistle and an offensive foul against McComas. A big call there. That's going to be number 2 on her. So now what do you do if you're Lincoln County? Again, your team captain And leading scorer just picks up her second foul here in the first quarter, and they're going to have to send her to the bench. So we'll see how long McComas will sit out with a 4-point lead at the moment. Gibson, nice shovel inside, cutting into the paint, and rejected as Wellings couldn't get the shot over top of Cavitton, but gotten back by the Titans. Jumper top of the key by Gibson off to the left, and rebound knocked out of bounds. It'll go over to Lincoln County. Minute 6 to go here in the first quarter. Lincoln County holding a 11-7 lead after the quick start by Bancroft in Gilmer County. Since then, Lincoln County's kind of maintained the tempo of this game, but now a steal taken back by Taylor. Taylor all alone drives in left side, and she'll finish at the rim for the first bucket of the game for anyone other than Trinity Bancroft. And now we get a 30-second timeout by Lincoln County with 49.8 seconds left here in the first quarter. So we'll keep things here. And again, coming up next, we've got the Lincoln County boys against the Gilmer County boys. That'll be followed at 1 o'clock with the Spring Valley girls against the Parkersburg girls. Then at 2:30 p.m., it'll be the Spring Valley boys against the Parkersburg boys. 4 p.m., you have Morgantown girls against the South Charleston girls. At 5:30, it'll be the Wyoming East girls against the Huntington girls. At 7:15 p.m., you've got the Wyoming East boys against the Huntington boys. And then rounding out the evening session will be the George Washington girls against the Winfield girls. So a whole slate of action here from the 2020 Little General Shootout here at the Big House at West Virginia State University. So 11-9, Lincoln County leads it out of the 30-second timeout. Under 40 seconds left in the quarter. 3 on the way, short, no good. As Fout got a good look but couldn't convert. Now a chance for Gilmer County to tie or retake the lead as Bancroft got her dribble out in front of her, and it was stripped away by Lucas. Lucas back the other way, bounce pass over to Cavett, and dribbles in and rejected at the rim. Nicely done by Wellings that time, waiting on it, and they're able to get the deflection out of bounds off of the Panthers. So perhaps Gilmer County will get the final look of the first quarter, down to 16 seconds. Bancroft gets it over near side, putting up the jumper, short, no good by McHenry. Rebound knocked loose, taken away by the Panthers, 7 seconds. Lucas has time here, gets into the center, kicks it over Cavitton. She'll take the jumper, count it. It'll be a 2-pointer. And that'll close out the first quarter here from West Virginia State University, with Lincoln County leading it over Gilmer County. We'll be back after this as you are watching the 2020 Little General Shootout with us right here on Video Productions.
Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Make your next car buying experience easy at Mid-State Ford or Northside Automotive at Northside Drive in Summersville. We've got 9 great brands in one giant location: Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC. That's right, folks, just off Route 19 in Summersville, West Virginia's premier car dealership. Mid-State Ford and Northside Automotive, just a short drive from anywhere. Visit us today.
Start of quarter number 2 here from West Virginia State University. Chris Kidd with you. Alongside me, Butch Mounts, our engineer. And no, Lincoln County is not leading Gilmer County 113-9. That would have been the most epic first quarter we've ever seen in high school basketball, period. But they got the shot wrong at the end of the quarter. They thought that the referee signaled that Cavett hit a 3 at the end of the quarter. It was actually a 2-pointer. So they had it at 14-9 at the end of the quarter. It was actually 13-9, and now they're trying to reset the scoreboard completely. But when they did, anytime they went to 13, it set it at 113, and now they're having troubles as they do get Lincoln County to 13. Now they get Gilmer County to 9, and now they've got the clock at 10 minutes. So we'll see if they can get that down to 8, and if so, we'll be ready to go here. And now they do get that set, so we're ready to go back to action as Gilmer County will have the ball to start quarter number 2. So they'll inbound right in front of us. And now now the officials just making sure everything's okay before we go back to action as Taylor McHenry will inbound the ball. And she'll get it into the backcourt for Kara Ferguson. Ferguson brings it over right side into the corner for McHenry. She dribbles back out, top of the key, nice ball fake, short jumper on the way, no good. Off to the side by Malaysia Morgan. Rebound loose underneath, possibly going to get another tie up here, and this will give it over to Lincoln County just 16 seconds into the second quarter. Again, Lincoln County without McComas right now on the bench with 2 fouls in the first quarter, the team captain. As we said, we'll wait and see how long the Panthers go without her as they still hold the lead. So up top with it is Lucas, swings it over for Albright. Tried to get it down low to Kvitten, pass knocked away, loose now, but it finds Fout. She tries to get it into Henderson, but stolen away by Morgan. So now the Titans bring it up the floor into the corner. They find Morgan at the free throw line. She dribbles in, ball knocked free, but still controlled by Gilmer County as a drive towards the baseline. And a push going to be called here. Okay, I was trying to hear who they called the foul on that time. They signaled wrong. It's on Lucas, and that's going to be number 2 on her. Again, they signaled number 1, but there is no number 1 on the floor for Lincoln County as they inbound it quickly to Morgan. Misses on the right side, tries to put it back up. Now the ball knocked loose, taken away, and a big collision in the backcourt. But bring it up as Fout. She'll drive in right side, contact, and it'll be a 2-shot foul. As slow to get up on the other end. Trying to see who it is, maybe Albright, that took that huge hit. Again, you saw it at the tail end of our replay there on Video Productions as the drive there, no good by Fout. But yeah, Albright took a big hit as she collided, looked like maybe with Ferguson that time. They were both going after the loose ball, and Albright going to the bench. Looks like she hurt her chest a little bit. She's being evaluated right now as first free throw up and good by Fout. That's her first point of the game. Or actually, it looks like maybe her neck area. Albright holding that right now as Fout hits the second. 13. Or actually, I believe they put the points up maybe on the wrong side that time. Should be 15-9 in favor of Lincoln County, and now they're fixing that. It's out front with it is Morgan. They get it over near side. McHenry looking for help, gets it to the top of the key for Taylor. Taylor gives it off to Ferguson on the left wing as we're in the early stages of the second quarter. Right now it's 13-6 Lincoln County, leading 15-4 Gilmer County by 6. Make it 4 as Morgan hits on the free throw line jumper to cut it back down to 15-11. 6.5 minutes to play in the first half. They lob it up ahead for Fout. Fout, pass out front. Lucas able to get away. She gets to the right corner. Kvitten, baseline jumper over everything. Saved by Henderson. Now ball loose in the corner. Saved, but back into the hands of Lincoln County. As that is Clay who's checked into the game. Now they give it off. Nice drive by Lucas. She gets all the way in. Lays it up and in. And Lucas now with 6 points here in the first half. And the lead is up to 6. Just for good measure, we've hit 6 minutes to go in the first half. It's Morgan. Drives baseline, gets up and under, and Malaysia Morgan now getting going as she's hit her last 2, and that was a very tough angle that Morgan got in on and was able to somehow flip it in. 17-13 Lincoln County. They lob it over near side for Fout. Fout kicks it back up top. Clay tried to get away, but had her pocket picked. Taken away by Ferguson. Brings it up right side over to Morgan. Morgan stops, goes in right side. Layup over the rim, no good. Rebounded by Kvitten on the near side. Now we get a whistle and a timeout here by Lincoln County with 5:25 left in the first half. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll step aside as well. Back after this as you are watching the 2020 Little General Shootout right here on Video Productions.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from
all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
Did you know when you send or receive a text message, you take your eyes off the road for 5 seconds? At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving more than the length of a football field blindfolded. As a result, thousands of people die every year in crashes related to distracted driving. That's why we're cracking down on people who text or use their smartphones while driving. We would rather you cross the goal line alive. Law enforcement officers write tickets to save lives. Don't text and drive.
Welcome back, everybody. Chris Kidd here with you. Alongside me, Butch Mounts, our engineer, as Lincoln County leading Gilmer County 17-13 here as we approach the midway point of the second quarter. As Henderson gets inside, her shot too strong, rolls off and out of bounds. Last touch by the Panthers. So that'll give it back over to Gilmer County as Lincoln County trying to break a 3-game losing streak. It seems to be a theme thus far today. Again, Hurricane and Philip Barber both came in with 3-game losing streaks of their own before Hurricane was able to break it earlier today. As Morgan drives in, had her pocket picked by Fout. Here comes Fout back the other way. She drives right side, trying to find some freedom, but can't get there. Now gets it back out to Kvetten. She looks underneath, finds Henderson. Nice one-handed grab by Henderson. Kicks it out to Fout. Open three, no good. Rebound tipped away. Kvetten able to chase it down. The action intensifying here in the second quarter. As they give it baseline for Clay. She's cut off. Now back out front. Ball gets away and going to be last touched by the Panthers. Lincoln County has lost 4 of their last 5 as well coming in here today against Gilmer County. They get it over right side, now into the middle. Looking for some help is Wellings. Now they'll get it out to Bancroft. Again, she's been quiet since she had those first 7 points. Able to find Wellings wide open in front of the rim, but she couldn't get it to fall. Rebound taken away and given off to Clay as she'll bring it up the floor. Still with a 4-point lead for the Panthers. She'll skip it left side. Albright back in after taking that hit earlier this quarter. Driving in, they give it off to Henderson. Henderson back out. Kvetten, 3 on the way, no good. Rebound comes out long, and Clay there again to be able to get it back for Lincoln County as she's created a couple of second chance opportunities. Now she's left alone, and that was a double dribble that time. Again, she thought about trying to go for 3, and then at the last second the defender flashed out on her and had to pick up her dribble and ended up traveling with it. Out top with it, they give it off. Now into the corner, 3 on the way, no good. As Taylor tried to hoist that one up, but off the mark. Rebound comes down, taken away by Clay. As she'll cross the timeline now. 3:15 to go here in the second quarter. 4-point lead for the Panthers. It's Fout. Dribbles over left side, cut off. Now looks bounce pass back into the middle, but it goes to no one. Taken away by the Titans. 3 minutes to go now in the first half. Back up top, 3 on the way, no good. Ferguson had a decent look at it, but a flyby at the last minute there by Clay maybe distracted her as she'll bring it up the floor. Gives it off to Albright, 3 on the way from the corner, no good. Rebound loose underneath, Henderson able to take it. Henderson looking for help, still looking, able to try and dish it off at the last minute as she found Peters cutting to the basket, but instead we get a whistle. And going to be a foul, it appears, against Lincoln County. So that'll give it back over. To Gilmer County. And I should say, excuse me on that earlier with Lincoln County and talking about that losing streak. Again, that was for the boys, actually. That's my apologies. Again, Lincoln County has actually won 1 in a row, and they've won 3 of their last 4 ball games coming in here today. So we get a travel against Gilmer County, gives it back over. But in their most recent game, Lincoln County was able to defeat the Man Hillbillies. And on the year, they're averaging 58 points per game and giving up only 45 points per game. So this is a Lincoln County team that's in a very competitive section as well, as that ball stolen away. Driving in right side, layup rolls off for Ferguson, but put back up and in. So that'll cut the lead back down to 2, as Taylor was able to get the putback for her 4th point. Now pass deflected, stolen away again. Gilmer County on the run out, up ahead to Taylor, drives in right side, layup, counted in the foul for Gilmer County, as Ferguson took the wallop off of the pass up ahead, and now Gilmer County with a chance to retake the lead. And now McComas is up off the bench, and she'll check back into the game. Again, they went as long as they could without her. And give Lincoln County credit keeping this close and maintaining the lead while she was out, as free throw no good by Ferguson. Rebound loose underneath, taken away by the Panthers. You could tell Lincoln County was going to stay without her on the floor as long as they could. Picking up that 2nd foul late in the 1st quarter. Now McComas drives in left side, counted in the foul for her. She's got 5 points now for the game, and right off the bench she goes to work. Now that'll get a substitution in here, as you see McComas' drive, again just barreling in on the left side, and just has so much upper body strength to be able to get that up off the glass and put it in. As free throw up off the back iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Gilmer County, as Gibson gives it over for Ferguson, now into the right corner. Try to bounce it down low, ball knocked loose from Gibson, but chased down by McHenry. Pass back up top with 1:25 to go in the half. Dribbling in, they kick it out. Taylor, long jumper on the way, short, as Henderson boxes out nicely. And able to give the ball back over to Lincoln County with a 2-point lead. Trapped in the backcourt, McComas gets the ball back. Now she's double teamed, looking for help, able to give it off to Albright, and quickly a timeout called here by Lincoln County. That'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep things here. As we said, Lincoln County coming in at 13-6 this season. Gilmer County coming in an impressive 15-4. They've won 3 in a row, and 4 of their last 5 coming into this game. And Gilmer County outscoring their opponents 61-44 overall on the year. And in their most recent game, they were able to defeat Richwood 54-43. Lost to Braxton County during that stretch, but also knocked off Calhoun County along with Doddridge County. So this is a Gilmer County team that hoping to have state tournament aspirations, as does Lincoln County. And thus far here in the first half, it's been a tight affair. As McComas drives in left side, puts it up and in. Oh, that was perilously dangerous to her 3rd foul, as Gibson tried to take the charge, but they gave the contact. You had to hold your breath if you were the Lincoln County bench that time, and now a double dribble called. That time on Ferguson to give it back over to the Lady Panthers, as Clay will check back into the game, and McComas will go to the bench. Again, I think that almost charge a moment ago was enough for Lincoln County to end the first half, as they're going to make sure that McComas gets into the break with only the 2 fouls, but she comes back in and gets 4 quick points. So as soon as the Titans tied it, McComas gives them the lead back. Now a nice stutter step drive that time, taken all the way in by Fout, and she'll lay it in on the left side, as it's a 6-0 spurt now for the Panthers. Bancroft gets it over, 3 on the way. Ferguson, no good, too strong, and rebound comes down underneath the Peters. Down to 18 seconds left in the half. Ball knocked away, and they're going to say last touch by the Lady Panthers. So it'll go back over to Gilmer County with 17.5 seconds to go in the second quarter. Taylor looks to inbounds, finds one wide open. Cutting in was McHenry, and she gets the easy layup. Nice cut and nice find that time. Clay saves the outlet pass underneath the Henderson. Ball tipped away, and it may have touched Henderson, and it did on the way out. Again, Bancroft got a hand on it, and then Henderson couldn't get her hand down quick enough. So now with 6.6 seconds to go in the half, Gilmer County will get the last look. Bancroft with 3 seconds into the middle, drives in right side, puts up a tough floater, no good off the back iron. And that'll do it for the first 16 minutes of play, as Lincoln County leading at 23-19 at the half over Gilmer County. We'll step aside, and when we come back, it'll be time for the start of the second half here from West Virginia State University as you are watching the 2020 Little General Shootout with us right here on Video Productions.
Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Yes, a word exists for confidently navigating the day-to-day, and it's Westfield. It means you come first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, always. It means protection turned on full blast, and so much care and courtesy, it's contagious. Westfield is a word that's also a company, one made out of people and promises kept. It's a word that still feels like insurance, but more like home, mixed with vacation, with some sunshine on top.
Did you know when you send or receive a text message, you take your eyes off the road for 5 seconds? At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving more than the length of a football field blindfolded. As a result, thousands of people die every year in crashes related to distracted driving. That's why we're cracking down on people who text or use their smartphones while driving. We would rather you cross the goal line alive. Law enforcement officers write tickets to save lives. Don't text and drive.
Farmer Climate Campbell, we pride ourselves on providing classic service.
You get a firm that's concerned about you, your family, as well as the legal process.
We combine the newest technology and digital tools
with our 35 years of experience
to help you get more than the insurance company wants to offer.
Traditional service,
contemporary techniques.
It'll never go out of style.
Call 346-5990.
Steve, is that your car?
No, it's a rental.
has been shut out since then. Then after that, you have Emma Taylor with 4 points, Malaysia Morgan with 4 points, Kara Ferguson with 2 points, and Taylor McHenry rounding out the scoring with 2 points as well. As Emma Taylor will inbound to start things off here in the second half, as Gilmer County now going right to left with Lincoln County going left to right across your television. As Bancroft on the right side gets it up top for Taylor. She fakes a pass, now gives it over to Ferguson. Look down low as Bancroft being followed. Now out front, 3 on the way, and count it for McHenry as she gets her first three-pointer of the game, and she's got 5 now as the lead goes down to 1. Now Gilmer County going to beef up the pressure here as they pick up at midcourt on the left side. Now they dump it down low. Nice dish over to Fout. Her shot, though, rejected. Gets it back, puts it back up and in. This Fout with 6 points now for the game, and the Panthers back to a 3-point lead. On the right side, now driving baseline, cut off. Taylor gives it to Ferguson. Now Ferguson's pass tipped and taken away by Lucas. Up to McComas as she'll push in transition. Over to Albright, drives in right side, slips and falls and throws it away to Bancroft. Bancroft being double teamed, almost lost it, but able to find Taylor. Now up ahead, all alone is McHenry underneath on the left side, and she'll lay it in as she's got 7 points now for the game, and all 5 points for the Titans here in the third quarter. Now over on the right side, dribbling in, gives it off for McComas, back to the top of the key for Albright. She'll swing it over left side for Lucas. She'll penetrate in, gives it off to Cavett, and her layup is good on the right side, or the left side rather. She's got 6 points now. So the offense picking up here in the second half now that both teams have started to come out with a little bit more pressure. Both teams able to beat it. As now it looks as if Lincoln County's dropped out of some of theirs after a couple of easy baskets for the Titans. Driving in, Taylor kicks it out long, 2 on the way, and McHenry able to hit again. They signal 3, though, and it was a 3. Excuse me again. I'm looking at the college three-point line that's here. But three-pointer up and good by McHenry as she is on fire here in the third quarter. She's got 8 points, 10 now for the game. She leads all scorers suddenly as we are back all square. Pass inside, gets away from Cavett. Nice save out front, but it finds Gilmer County. Now the ball knocked free, and Bancroft there to pick it up. Bancroft, long pass up ahead. McHenry gets behind the defense again. Nice bounce pass over to Ferguson, and she'll lay it in. She's got 4 for the game, and that's a timeout now for the Panthers. A 30-second timeout with 5:26 left here in the third. And how things have changed now since intermission. It's been a 10-4 spurt here for the Titans, basically led by Taylor McHenry as she has done a tremendous job on the offensive end, knocked down 2 3-pointers along with a layup and then the great bounce pass over to Ferguson on the fast break a moment ago in order to give Gilmer County the lead back. So it's been Lincoln County leading almost the entire way, but now the Titans have edged back out in front. As again, stay with us. Coming up next, these two schools will go at it once again, but this time it'll be on the boys' side as the Gilmer County boys set to take on the Lincoln County boys right at the conclusion of this game. Again, they're doing 10-minute warm-ups at halftime and then a 10-minute warm-up after the game ends just to try and keep things moving and keep us on task here today. As we said, we got 9 games on the ledger. This is game number 2. Final game set to tip at 8:45 p.m. tonight, also on video productions today. At 7 o'clock, we'll have Logan versus Polka here on video productions. Again, big matchup on the boys' side in top 5 of Class AA as McHenry again on the break. No good this time. Rebound taken by Cavetten. She'll bring it up the left side. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Gives it off. Lucas tries to dribble in. Lost it. Ball free on the floor. Bancroft goes to her knees to get it. Now up ahead, and McHenry takes a hard spill. As she's helped to her feet, we get a foul on the break as they're going to get Cavetten on the swoosh that time. Looked like a signal of kicking motion. That'll be the first foul on either side here in the third quarter. Pretty impressive after how helter-skelter it's been, especially with the defense ramping up on both sides. It's out front, Ferguson Gives it over to McHenry on the right side. Bounce pass over, able to find her person over on the left side. Jumper rims in and out, no good for Moore. Rebounded though out to Bancroft, and she'll hit a left wing jumper. She's got her first points now since the first quarter. 29-27, 31-27 rather. And now a steal taken away as Gilmer County has asserted themselves here in the third quarter. Bancroft on the drive, fakes and goes in, and a block called underneath on Lucas. That's going to be number 3 on her. That'll send Bancroft to the free throw line. This will be the first free throws shot since the second quarter, as they've only attempted 1 free throw thus far today. Bancroft's free throw rims out, no good. Gilmer County now 0 for 2 from the line. Lincoln County 2 of 3 from the line rather. As Henderson checks in, as Albright will go to the bench. Bancroft trying to get into double figures, and she will on the second free throw. So 32-27 as Gilmer County goes full court pressure. McComas picks up her dribble, tough pass, but it finds Lucas. And now we get a whistle and a double dribble called on Lucas. So it is now a 13-4 run here to start the third quarter for Gilmer County as we hit the midway point of the third. On the left side, Moore had her pass knocked up into the air, loose on the floor, picked up by the Panthers. Here comes Lucas up the middle, gives it off to Henderson, tipped away by Malaysia Morgan. Now out to Bancroft in a foot race up the right side, driving in on foul, layup, counted in the foul. Trinity Bancroft able to take it in, draw the whistle, and still get it to spin in. We get a look at it here on our Video Productions Instant Replay. Again, just a foot race to the basket. Getting there in time was fouled, but unable to get enough contact to throw Bancroft off as she completes a three-point play. And the lead now all of a sudden at 8 for the Lady Titans as McComas. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebounded though by Covetton on the weak side. Put up, tough shot in the air, no good by Lucas, and now taken away by the Titans. Bancroft over right side. Taylor open, jumper short, rebounded underneath, put back up and in. As Moore gets her first points of the ball game as the lead now has swelled to 10. Here in the quarter, they have outscored Lincoln County 18-4 here in the first 5 minutes of the third. Stepping into a 3 straight on, Lucas no good off to the left. Rebound comes down again to Taylor, and it's been one and done on most of these possessions now for the Lady Panthers. Up top is Ferguson. Swings it over past Tiff, but into the hands of Bancroft. She'll drive in right side, get a whistle and a foul on the floor. This will be foul number 4. So 14 fouls against the Lady Panthers, none against the Lady Titans thus far here in the third quarter. Gilmer County has been more aggressive, and they have played tremendous defense as they've scored nearly as many points here in the first 5 minutes of the third quarter as they did in the entire first half. And scored 19 in the first half. They've scored 18 thus far here in the third quarter. They get it over to Moore. She's on the right elbow. Spins in, gives it to Bancroft on the left baseline. Now back out to Taylor. Skip pass over to Morgan, able to out-wrestle Henderson for it. Now trying to get the ball back, looking for help. Finds Taylor. Now left corner Bancroft. She'll go for 3 and count it again for Trinity Bancroft. So it was Taylor McHenry that got hot to start the quarter. Now it's Trinity Bancroft. She's got 9 points here in the quarter and 16 for the game. The foul crossing midcourt as you take a look here on our Video Productions Instant Replay. Again, good job by Taylor. Took that first step in and was able to get Lucas to commit just a hair to free up Bancroft for that jumper. So now can Lincoln County stop the bleeding? They've been outscored 21-4 here in the third quarter. They get it right side. Lucas, nice pass. Good give and go to Henderson that time, and she'll lay it in for her first 2 of the game. Much needed for the Lady Panthers. Now can they get a stop on this end with 1:50 to go in the third? Ferguson gets it to Taylor. Taylor takes a dribble, now gets it up front, gambled and lost on it, was Kvetton. Now they go underneath, and Morgan will lay it in. Morgan with 6 points now in the game, 42-29 up ahead. Henderson gets underneath, and it rolls off, no good, but a foul on the play will send Henderson to the free throw line to shoot 2. They're going to get that foul on Eve Moore. That'll be her first. As you take a look at it on our Video Productions instant replay, again, the ball just rolling off on Henderson that time, but still goes to the foul line where she hits the first free throw. Second free throw up and good as well. So Henderson with the last 4 points for the Lady Panthers, as Albright checks back into the game. 42-31, Gilmer County leads it. On the right wing, 3 on the way, off the back rim, no good, as Moore had a good look at it but couldn't convert. Now here comes Lincoln County trying to claw back into this after what's been a rough third quarter thus far. Albright short on a 3, long rebound comes out, taken by Fout. Her putback no good, rebound underneath, Morgan tears it out, and here comes the Titans back. Back is McComas, driving in as Ferguson, gets by on the right side but can't finish. Rebounded by McComas, outlet pass up head to Fout, one-on-one with Bancroft. She'll drive in right side, tough floater fading away, no good. Rebounded by Henderson. Back out front with 45 seconds. Albright dribbles in, gets all the way to the rack, and she'll finish. Albright now with 4 points and the lead down to 9. 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Possession arrow is with Lincoln County at the moment. As they go down low for Morgan. Tough shot, no good. Rebounded though by Morgan. Tries to go up and under the other side, but she's going to be called for a travel. And that'll give it back over to Lincoln County with 24.1 seconds left in the quarters. You see Albright going to work on the boards on our Little General Store instant replay in order to get a key basket there. Now can Lincoln County close out in a flurry after a quarter that's been dominated by Gilmer County. Out front, Lucas gives it off to Henderson. Over right side for McComas. She picks up her dribble, goes down low to Henderson. Down to 6 seconds. Now to Lucas. Lucas looking for help. Drives in, had it rejected with 1 second, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play as Gilmer County outscores the Lady Panthers 23-10 here in the third quarter to take a 42-33 lead into the fourth. Back after this as you're watching the Little General Store Shootout with us right here on Video.
Bob Huggins here at your local Little General Store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
Yes, a word exists for confidently navigating the day-to-day, and it's Westfield. It means you come first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, always. It means protection turned on full blast, and so much care and courtesy, it's contagious. Westfield is a word that's also a company, one made out of people and promises kept. It's a word that still feels like insurance, but more like home, mixed with vacation, with some sunshine on top.
Start of quarter number 4 here from the Big House at West Virginia State University. Chris Kidd here with you. Alongside me, Butch Mounts, our engineer, as Lincoln County trailing it by 9 as McComas will inbound in front of us. Gets it into the backcourt for Lucas as we get started. Again, 23-10, Gilmer County outscored Lincoln County in the third quarter. Out front, 3 on the way for Fout, short. Rebounded underneath though by Henderson. She goes back up with it, can't finish. Rebound tipped up and knocked out of bounds, and last touch by the Lady Panthers. So it was a 23-19 lead at the half for Lincoln County. They led virtually the entire way in the first 2 quarters. But the explosion by Gilmer County in the third, they scored more points in the third than they did in the entire first half. Now back to Bancroft. She's had the hot hand but can't convert this time. Rebound comes out long, taken by Albright up the right side. Albright looks inside. Henderson hit from behind, and that'll be a foul. Goes against the Lady Titans as Grace Wellings reached in. So that's 14 fouls against Lincoln County, 3 against Gilmer County. They look to inbound it, get it in for Lucas, and now stolen away, and we get a whistle in the backcourt as Ferguson came up with the steal. They get the foul that time on Lucas in the backcourt. That's crossing. That'll be number 4 on Lucas now. They get it over to Bancroft. Kicks it into the corner. 3 on the way for Wellings, and she's able to hit. Grace Wellings, her first points of the game, and they come at a big moment for Gilmer County as the lead now balloons to 12. Driving in is Albright, rejected by Wellings, now taken back by Gilmer County. Driving in is Ferguson, bounce pass over to McHenry, out to Wellings, 3 again, and able to hit again. Grace Wellings with back-to-back threes, and that could be a huge dagger for Lincoln County right now as they trail it by 15. And timeout called with 6:43 left in the ball game. As we'll see if they want a 30 or a full timeout here. So I don't think they've signaled yet. It will be a full timeout, so we'll step aside as well. Back after this, you are watching the Little General Shootout with us right here live on Video Productions.
I'm your 70-pound St. Bernard puppy, and my lack of impulse control is about to become your problem.
No, come on. I saw you eating poop earlier. My focus is on the road, and that's saving me cash with DriveWise.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros.
Out of the timeout, Lincoln County able to break the pressure in the backcourt as they trail it 48-33. Chris Kidd here with you with Butch Mounts, our engineer, from the Big House at West Virginia State University. From the Little General Shootout as a foul on the inside as Albright takes another shot. She's had a rough morning again, took a shot to her neck back in the first half, and now takes another blow. She's crashed the deck on several occasions, and now it looks like they're trying to see if she's bleeding from her nose or not at the moment. May have got hit up in the facial area again. But she's been really tough this morning in this ball game. Again, take some of the licks that she's taken. I would have already been back on the bus ready to go home at this point. But they do help Albright to the bench right now as she'll try and shake it off over on the far side. Hopefully she'll be all right. Again, she popped back up and went back into the game earlier after she took that big blow, and does look like it's to her nose area as they're trying to look at it right now over on the far side as they get it into Kvetten in the left corner. Picks up her dribble and a whistle and a foul. This will go against Ferguson. And that'll bring Taylor back into the game. Bancroft will go to the bench, take a breather. Again, Bancroft had 9 points in the third quarter, had 7 in the first quarter. So it's 16 for the game at the moment. But it's been Wellings' back-to-back threes that have extended this lead as it's been somebody new at different stages here in the second half for Gilmer County. And a big jumper from the right corner goes down for Peters, her first bucket of the game. 48-35, Lady Titans lead it. We fall under 6 minutes to go in the ball game as McHenry had a look for three, but gives it up now to Wellings, who's had the hot hand here in the last couple possessions, but can't convert on this three, but a long rebound comes out as Moore able to corral it, and now Gilmer County will go back to work on the clock. So McHenry started out the third quarter on fire with 8 quick points. Now gives it over for Ferguson, guarded by Fout. Back over to McHenry. She looks inside. Now they get it to the free throw line. Nice fake by Moore. Short jumper off the back iron. Moore gets her own rebound back. Kicks it out. 3 on the way. No good by McHenry. But there's Wellings on the board as Gilmer County attacking the offensive glass right now. This will be their 4th chance on this possession. Ferguson gets it over on the left wing. Taylor waiting for everyone to clear. Now we'll get it up top. So they swing it over for Ferguson. She'll find Taylor. She'll go for 3. No good. Almost banked it in, but another offensive rebound for the Lady Titans. get it into the right corner for Wellings. Now back out front, 4:48 to go as they've milked over a minute off the clock on this possession. And now Gilmer County will call for time with 4:44 left here in the fourth quarter. We'll step aside as well with the Titans leading it by 13. You're watching the Little General Shootout with us right here live on Video Productions.
Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
Yes, a word exists for confidently navigating the day-to-day, and it's Westfield. It means you come first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, always. It means protection turned on full blast, and so much care and courtesy, it's contagious. Westfield is a word that's also a company, one made out of people and promises kept. It's a word that still feels like insurance, but more like home, mixed with vacation, with some sunshine on top.
48-35, Gilmer County leading Lincoln County with 4:44 remaining in the fourth quarter. Chris Kidd here with you alongside me, Butch Mounts, as we're in game number 2 of 9 games here today from West Virginia State University at the Little General Shootout. And also, we'll have all these games for you here today, but we'll also have Logan and Polka on the boys' side later on this evening from Polka High School. So join us for that as Lincoln County with a steal up head to Covetton. She'll lay it up and in. She's got 8 points for the game and the lead down to 11. So does Lincoln County have a run in them here to try and creep back into this game? They led 23-19 at the half, but Gilmer County blitzed them in the third quarter, and largely because of that woman. As layup good by Trinity Bancroft. She's got 18 for the game now, has 11 here in the second half. They go inside to Henderson, ball fakes. Nice dish over to McComas as she'll lay it open in. She's got 9 now for the game. Now over on the bench, looks like Albright has gotten an ice bag for her nose over there, as that's apparently where she took the shot at a moment ago. Shot up, no good by Ferguson. Outlet pass by McComas, too far for foul. And out of bounds to go back over to the Lady Titans. And again, we've got the Lincoln County boys and the Gilmer County boys coming up at the conclusion of this game. Again, it'll be about a 10-minute interval, and then we'll get back to action as each game spaced out by about an hour and a half. So trying to keep things on schedule all throughout today with all these games on tap. This is day number 2 of 3 from West Virginia State University and the Little General Shootout. Bancroft with it, 3:33 remaining. They try and now get Lucas to come out on her as Bancroft creates a little space over on the right side. As Lucas now gets back out on her, trying to get the 5-second count. Swings it over to Taylor. Taylor, dangerous pass, but able to find McHenry. Back to Taylor. She'll dribble out front, little screen, and now a foul going to be called here. It looks like on McComas. And that's going to be number 3 on her. She was trying to fight through that screen. They're going to call that a foul on her instead. Taylor will inbound in front of the Gilmer County bench. Tough pass to Bancroft and off her hands and out of bounds. So it'll go back over to the Lady Panthers. Trailing it by 11 with 3:12 remaining in the game. They have outscored Lincoln County 31-16 here in the second half. It's just been an impressive offensive performance by the Lady Titans. Driving in, kicking it into the corner for McComas. She drives in hard, can't finish. Rebound knocked loose. McComas chasing after it, fighting for it with McHenry in the corner. And taken out by the Lady Titans. A 2-on-1 the other way. Pass over, layup up, and count it for Ferguson. She's got 6 points now in the game, and the lead is back up to 13. 2:40 to play. Lucas up top against McHenry. Gets it over to McComas on the left side. Tough pass, but able to find Lucas. She'll drive in hard, layup no good. Rebound tipped up. Henderson able to get it back for Lincoln County. Gets it out to the right elbow. Lucas drives in again, gets the contact. Can't get the bucket to go, but she'll go to the free throw line. As it looked like they got that foul on McHenry, so that'll be her first. Free throw up and good for Lucas. She's got 7 points for the game. That's her first point of the second half. So now McHenry will check out of the game, as will Moore. As Haley Gibson back into the game. Also into the game for Gilmer County will be Emma Taylor. As Lucas' second free throw bends off the front rim twice and falls through. So 52-41. Again, Gilmer County coming in at 15-4. Lincoln County at 13-6. Welling's nice pass underneath, but good defense by Lucas, able to intercept it. Now here comes Fout back up the middle of the floor. Lincoln County trying to mount one last rally here as they trail it by 11. McComas drives right side, cut off. Pass out front, gets away. Chasing after it is Fout, just able to get to it before it crosses midcourt. Now over to Covetton, gets it in the left corner, puts up the floater, rims off, no good. Rebounded underneath, fought for, ripped out by Henderson, and she puts it up and in. Henderson with 6 points here in the second half, 52-43. Pass up head to Bancroft, drives in on McComas, and a charge called. Tried to pick up the fourth foul on McComas that time, but instead Bancroft whistled for the charge. So Wellings will check out of the game now, as Morgan will come back in for Gilmer County. It's a 9-point lead for Gilmer County with a minute and a half to go. Lincoln County hasn't got much going from the perimeter today. McComas hit the only three-pointer that they had. That was back in the first quarter. And now a reach-in foul on Gilmer County will send Henderson to the free throw line. On the other end, Gilmer County's knocked down 6 three-pointers today. They've hit 5 of them here in the second half as Henderson hits on the first free throw. So Lincoln County able to stabilize things after that rough third quarter, but that could prove to be the difference here today as Henderson hits both free throws. Lead is now shrunk to 7, but time running out now on Lincoln County as we're down to a minute 15 to go. You can see both teams now getting winded and exhausted out here. It's been a tough up and down affair as Bancroft with it, down to a minute 7. Now Lincoln County coming out, perhaps looking to foul here, as that would put Gilmer County in the 1-and-1, and now they do get a whistle with 1 minute and 2 seconds to go. As that'll send Morgan to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. It's 18 fouls against Gilmer County, now 7 against Lincoln. So Lincoln County is going to need some misses, and they're going to need to convert in a hurry here as Morgan with 4 points on the morning, able to knock down the first. Morgan Ruther with 7 points now. She had 4 in the first half. That's her third point now of the second half. Now another substitution as McHenry will check back into the game. Gibson will check out. Morgan with 2 big free throws there for the Lady Titans, and the lead back up to 9 as we fall under 1 minute to go. Lucas, top of the key, dribbles over to the right side, picked up, now out to Covetton. She'll put up a 3 over the rim, no good. Long rebound comes out, taken by Taylor. Outlet pass up ahead to McHenry. She has to adjust her body to grab it, but does. 44 seconds to go. Bancroft with it, gets away from Henderson. Now foul will be committed by Fout with 39.7 seconds to play. So that'll send Gilmer County back to the free throw line where they're looking to ice this away and pick up their 16th win of the season. And it's Bancroft with 18 points on the day, misses on the 1-and-1 attempt, rebounded, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Gilmer County. Again, coming up next, we've got the Lincoln County boys and the Gilmer County boys, approximately 11:30 p.m. start. Or a.m. start, I should say. Then after that, you've got the Spring Valley girls against the Parkersburg girls at 1 p.m. The Spring Valley boys and Parkersburg boys at 2:30 p.m. The Morgantown girls and South Charleston girls at 4 p.m. So out front, Bancroft with it. Final 30 seconds. They look to chase her down and foul her now with 29.4 left. Then at 5:30 p.m., it's the Wyoming East girls against the Huntington girls. At 7:15 p.m., the Wyoming East boys against the Huntington boys. And then to round out our action here today from West Virginia State, it'll be George Washington's girls against the Winfield girls, again at 8:45 p.m. So Bancroft goes back to the free throw line. This time she hits the front end of the 1-and-1. She's got 19 points now on the morning. Second free throw up. This one good as well. She's reached 20. So 56-45, Gilmer County. 25 seconds remaining in the contest. McComas gets it on the right wing. She'll pop a three short. It was online. Rebound taken away. Up ahead to Bancroft. Bancroft drives in, gets by Lucas. Layup is good. And she started the action with 7 straight points. She'll close the action with the last 4 points as Gilmer County will knock off Lincoln County here this morning from West Virginia State University as we get a tie-up with 0.7 of a second left. It'll stay with Gilmer County, but what a second half for them as they trail at 23-19 at intermission. They have outscored Lincoln County 39-22 here in the second half, and they will move to 16-4 on the season, and Lincoln County will fall to 13-7. 58-45 your final score here today from West Virginia State University. We'll step aside for a break and be back to recap things right after this as you're watching the Little General Shootout with us right here on Video Productions.
Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Make your next car buying experience easy at Mid-State Ford or Northside Automotive at Northside Drive in Summersville. We've got 9 great brands in one giant location: Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC. That's right, folks, just off Route 19 in Summersville, West Virginia's premier car dealership. Mid-State Ford and Northside Automotive, just a short drive from anywhere. Visit us today.
58-45, Gilmer County knocks off the Lincoln County girls here today in our second game. Chris Kidd with you, alongside me, Butch Mounts, our engineer. Let's run through the final scoring. For Gilmer County, leading the way and leading all scores was Trinity Bancroft with 22 points. Then Taylor McHenry with 10 points, followed by Malaysia Morgan with 8 points. Grace Wellings with 6. Kara Ferguson with 6, Emma Taylor with 4, and Eve Moore with 2 points to round out the scoring for the Lady Titans. On the other end for Lincoln County, leading the way was McComas with 9 points. Lucas and Henderson each with 8 points, as is Cavitton with 8 points. Then you have Fout with 6 points, followed by Albright with 4 points, and Peters rounding out the scoring for the Lady Panthers with 2 points. So a big win for Gilmer County's girls team. Now we'll see how things shape up on the boys' side as the Gilmer County boys and the Lincoln County boys set to go to action here in about 13 minutes here on Video Production. So we'll step aside for a break and be back for the start and tip of that game right after this as you are watching the Little General Shootout with us right here live on Video Productions.